Frozen caramel slice is exactly what you are, and this is the revolutionary metaverse that we gave to the world. Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your back straight for this one. Welcome, friends. Look at this high-definition, quality product that we presented to the world. Please, ape into the bags. Mr. Iceman letting us know that he has been running around Decentraland to see how dead it is. This is Mr. Harold. I'm Wen Moon, a future millionaire. You'll see any minute now. It's meant to be tongue-in-cheek, but we're all crying on the inside. But you know who isn't crying? People who believed in the dream when Decentraland was between 8 and 3 cents. Because boy, did it go to the frickin' moon, man, all the way up. Hello, look at you over there, $5. Wow. Put it on a log chart and look what happened. Kaboosh. That's insane, man. 204x. Fantastic. Is it fantastic, though? You know, Ethereum did about a 50x. So this is a 200x. I know US dollar pricing is great, but man, it's only 4 times bigger than what Ethereum did. It makes us think in this cycle, if Ethereum is only going to do about a 10x from its bottom of $880 up to about 8 or 9,000, if Ethereum's only going to do a 10x, then a super amazing winner might only be 40x from its low. I hope I'm wrong, but history kind of says that Bitcoin and Ethereum are the arbiters of truth, friendship, and kindness. And unfortunately, the correlation and the liquidity rails that they provide dictate a lot. But why are we looking at this picture? It's because it's fun. You get to see that the product is actually pretty poop. How many people use Decentraland? 8,000 daily active users? That's nothing. For such an enormous multi-billion-dollar valuation, it doesn't really cut it. But that's besides the point. The point is that if you go back in time, you did not need to really believe in their product. This is the game of speculation, man. You just needed to believe that whoever's in charge, the community, the building, the office, the leader, you have to believe that when a bull market comes and the gates open, that they will be able to sufficiently route people into your coin, your community, your network effect. That's the most important part. Of course, it would be great if you played a role as well. Wouldn't it be fantastic? So in some communities, you can play a role. So you don't need the product to be some super high, amazing tech. And to be honest, even if it was super high, amazing tech, we've seen enough in crypto. They're going to pump and dump anyway. That's the truth. So you really got to look beyond what you see on the surface. OG Boomer saying, people barely play WoW, not this mobile RuneScape graphics. You know, that's actually true. When it comes to games in crypto, there might be a lot of edge, but unfortunately, we know, man, the gaming industry, friends, I played games my whole life. I don't play them anymore, but I mean, we're in the best financial game of all time. But man, the attention span, I thought it was low before. My gosh. It's like, oh, we're going to play a game. All right, it's been 48 hours. Okay, something else is new. Like, they just spent 2 years making this thing, baby. You already over it? Really? How are you going to attach a coin to that? So whoever's going to break the coin paradigm, they're going to have to do something with regards to an empire of games and stuff. But there might be a huge upside. What I've noticed about the gaming community is, man, they will FOMO buy the living crap out of any coin. And that could be useful one day, but not so fast. We're still in our strong core network effects and coins, and we're going to see if this plays out in the future. We might be a bit early now. We need more time. But have no fear, because you are always going to be my friend who loves and respects people out there putting good for the world. Now, this person isn't Mr. Connor. 1 million followers. I don't know what he does. I think he's some famous dude or dudette. You can't pick a better time to go all in crypto if you take a 2-year view, in my opinion. Why? I've seen this dude come out and he's saying, I'll be real with you guys. I was accepted to join the Creator League. I think this is with Mr. Beast. And he says he is withdrawing. Why? He says, I was not told or made aware at any point that there was blockchain technology. Like, I wanted to burst off my chair laughing when I read this. I did not believe this is true. Does this person understand? He's basically saying, anybody out there who uses Microsoft Excel sheet, you are banned and you are a non-friend. That's effectively what he's saying. If you use Microsoft Excel sheet at any point in your life, you're a doo-doo head. That's what he's saying. And you tell him, hey, bro, you know, like, you know your own bank uses Microsoft Excel sheets, right? It's just that you can't actually see it. They only show you what they want you to see. Blockchain is an open world, public Microsoft Excel database sheet. That's the only difference. It's public. Did you know that? It's the truth. Not even tongue in cheek. Like, I'm not using a metaphor. It really is just a database that we can all see. I can go to Etherscan and so can you. And I can send you fluffyslippers.nft and you can send me $1. We can do that. And everybody can see the transactions. So for somebody to say they hate blockchain technology, this can only mean one thing. It means they hate NFTs so much, they want nothing to do with them, which is great. That's what we want. This represents the normies. When the normies are looking left, we have to look at what they're not observing, and there could be value there. We might be a bit too early. I still like the SHIB metaverse. Maybe. We know we're jumping the gun a bit, friends. We're in the year before the Bitcoin halving. I think all the juicy pulp that we're going to have is going to come in the Bitcoin halving year. People get more excited. There's demand coming in. Things get unlocked. It's funny. He even says, it's an embarrassing F up on my part to agree to promote this to my audience. I am sorry. You know, these are receipts. It's going to be fantastic when crypto starts going up. You just start tagging this dude all day. You know? It's so easy, friends. You don't understand. In crypto, we are out by ourselves. It is so easy to destroy bears when you go up because you do the magic trick. You go to the chart and you just measure top to bottom and then you zoom in. Yeah, we're literally leaving out the whole part where you drop. Don't worry about that part. You zoom in, you know. If they want to be disingenuous, we'll be disingenuous too. You zoom in, you show them big green candles, and you say, hey man, your audience missed out on a plus 600% wealth improvement because of you and your ignorance. Apologize to them now. See how easy it is? There you go. It's funny. And you know what's funny? We don't think it works because we all know we're in the battlefield. We're like, nah, no one's going to take us seriously. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. These are normies. These normies think. See, friends, these normies actually think that out of the 50,000 altcoins out there, you actually have a shot at picking the one that's going to 1000x. We know there's literally basically no chance. But these people actually believe it. But that's their ignorance. They want to play that game, we'll play that game too. That's how we onboard more people. That's why they actually come in. And there's so many things that these retailers and normies don't understand. So I've brought back to you the mana chart for Decentraland. Except I made it mana over ETH. This is the mana ETH ratio. We saw it do a 200x. But if you look at it, I mean, look at this. It only did like a 5-6x versus Ethereum. Think about it. You have to be pretty much getting out around here anyway, 3 to 4x. That's a lot of risk. In my opinion, that's a lot of risk to take on something when you could have bought the blue chip. Because it just finally got up there. That's why you need to be compensated, I think. I think this is the bare minimum. The absolute bare minimum. If you can get 3 to 4x on ETH, great. If you're only going to get like a 2x, not worth it. You need way more. You know what's interesting? Most people aren't even playing for the 2x. Everybody's day trading. They're lucky to make like 5%, 10%. That's the game. We know the game. Remember, we want to chart against Ethereum. Ethereum is the big blue chip daddy. People are staking it. Smart contract Ponzi's are the future. It is being burnt. The ETH BTC ratio is still grinding up over time. The world knows, man. The world knows. Bitcoin is beautiful. We love Bitcoin. We love Satoshi. Yes, yes, yes. It does nothing. Okay, it does nothing. It's not making any wealth anymore because most of the network effect has already been drawn in. It's got 200 million people. We want to find the next big thing, and that's why I'm confident to tell you that the total crypto market cap is only $1 trillion. I think we should get to 5 trillion in the next cycle. Now, I've always had hope that we get to 10 to 12 trillion. I really do. But when I look at the numbers required for 10 to 12 trillion, it does make me think perhaps the overlords, the bug eaters, the BlackBerry, otherwise known as
Roca Negra.
Roca Negra. The Roca Negras. Those people. Maybe they're going to make us wait 2027, 2028, 2029 to see those numbers. Maybe. I hope they don't. But it's just something to consider. Because if Bitcoin is going to get to a world of a total $10 trillion market cap, we're looking at $150,000 to $200,000 Bitcoin. That means we're looking at a $20,000 Ethereum. And that means every single altcoin you can think of has gone ballistic to the moon. I personally don't see that. Right? Because I just want you to know that, let's say even Ethereum gets to 18,000, from the low that would be 20x. That would mean Ethereum did pretty good compared to its previous cycle, where it did about a 50x from the low. We've never diminished that small before. Now, I hope this time is different, but that's such a tiny diminishing gain. I can't see that. The amount of money required is gargantuan. But still, we don't give up hope. So I would love to see 10 trillion. And we never lose sight of the fact that world stonks is $120 trillion. The world stonk market. So, man, like, at the end of the day, I know we're going to 12 trillion. I know we are. We're going to 10% of that. But I just don't know when. I don't know when, and I don't know how much of that is going to also incorporate real-world assets. And that's a problem. You know why? Because if we put in real-world assets, we are adding billions of dollars of just USDC into the system. Because that USDC will own US treasuries. And I don't like counting that. Because you're just tokenizing fiat. That's not real value. That's just like poo-poo. You know? That's just poo-poo in code. That's the unfortunate part. But that might be our reality that we have to deal with. Maybe the crypto market swells up, not in the way we think. Maybe we all assume there's going to be like, hundreds of thousands of dollars per Bitcoin. But what we might find is stablecoins kind of take over. And by the way, stablecoins would include US treasuries, bonds, and all the other poopies, like the tokenized stonks. But there's only one way to find out. That's to keep holding, So I think surely we can get to 5 trillion from here. If we can get to 5 trillion from here, that is around your 80K BTC. That's around the 8K ETH. That's around 33% of that is about the altcoin index. So altcoins will do about 4 to 5x total from here. About a 5x. Altcoins are about 300 billion. Yeah, I think they can get to about 1.5 trillion. I think they can. And that's going to mean different things for different coins. Some coins, they won't do the 5x. Some coins we're going to do like a 20x. Other coins are barely going to do a 2. So we don't know which ones. Of course, if you're new here, welcome, welcome. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. We're going to figure out the answers later on, friends. We're going to make it together. I'm going to catch you in the next one.